Donovan, waking from a nightmare with a shooting pain in your side and someone yelling at you, you notice that you have a dart in your side. You go to the window and ask where the shadowy figure was seen, and it's pointed out to you, and you throw what you think is a bomb, and you wait, and you wait, and you hear noise.
He can disarm my bombs.
Also, he moved.
Ah,
So,
I point him out to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe Baden said he was going to fire a guiding bolt.
If I know where he is and have line of sight on him still.
Okay, roll perception, because he's ducking behind full cover, so...
That's over 20, 22. If I can math, I can math.
He
22.
rolled a 20 on the die. So you do
Okay.
not see him. Let's see if he actually hits with his bolt. Donovan, what's your AC right now?
16, I believe. Yes, 16.
He just hits. So as you guys are peeking out the window wondering why you heard instead of boom, you get a bolt in your side.
6 or 8.
Did I see where it came from this time? As they reveal themselves?
You actually didn't see this time.
Okay.
He had what was it, 20... I think it was like a 26 stealth.
That's not a terrible score.
But don't you lose that when you fire?
Typically, when they attack,
Usually,
you see.
yes.
Yeah.
So he probably lost it then, but also ducked right back down after he shot.
Okay, you said he hit me. Roll for damage.
He did not have time to poison this one, so it is 4 damage.
No sneak attack?
Uh,
I mean, I don't feel the need to change.
I'm trying to get that pulled up. I thought I was on him, but apparently it switched on me. So, no.
Okay.
You're lucky. He failed to get sneak attack off because his page didn't load.
Right.
The last set of damage wasn't too much either.
What'd you roll on your guiding bolt?
I haven't seen him yet. Haven't gotten a chance to set it off. But as soon as I have a chance to, I'm going to.
Yeah. At that point, I believe Donovan said he was going to fire out the window.
Yeah.
So there's a nice cacophonous roar of his cannon. To which you start hearing lots of noises start going off in town. And lights
I'm
flip
gonna
on.
shut the blinds or shut the window
Shutters.
and
Yeah,
shutters.
they're basically
And
wooden.
stow the thunder cannon. Hide the evidence. And
Well, you fired into the air instead of, at a building. So that was good.
yeah, but if I fire a second time as people are waking up, probably
Yeah,
not
it's
the
very.
best.
That's true. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to actually hit the attacker.
It looks like they get away. Let's wake everyone up and investigate. Hopefully no one slept through that.
Is your door locked?
Yes.
You hear me try and open the door, but see it's locked, and then I yell, "Hey, you all right in there?"
Mostly. I'll come open the door for you.
Cleoc, you see a
Hit it.
few bolts sticking through the wood of the window. And a few bolts sticking out of
two
Donovan.
and yeah.
I probably have my little light with me because I can't see in the dark still.
Right.
So,
I scared him off.
We think we scared him off at least.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone else in the inn starts waking up and be like, what was that? What's going on? Guards arrive and call everyone
Great
down.
question.
are you gonna leave the bolts in you for proof?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we tend to your wounds, take it out, make sure.
Who has
I'll walk
medical? You
downstairs.
either have to roll medical or go down to Hestra.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
who's
I'll
our
go downstairs and pull the bolt out.
Hestra does druid things.
Yeah, Hester can heal him downstairs. She's got a couple spells left for the day.
So as you're walking down the stairs, you see some guards come in. And they look at you interestingly as you head over to your companion, your gnomish friend, and get healed.
Darts pulled out. Ah!
Yeah.
Ah!
They're like, there was a loud noise that woke a lot of people in this part of town. Does that have something to do with you? As you're having
Yes,
bolts
we're
removed.
attacked.
Yes, it does.
We were very much just attacked a few moments ago.
There's 2 more bolts in our shutters. Someone tried to kill me and we don't know why.
Which room was yours?
I'll lead him to it.
Okay. One will go up with you. There's a couple more stationed at the door. Basically
Understandably.
keeping track. And so they verify the findings and come back down. It's like, we'll let the captain know. We don't have really any spare rooms. We have a cell that has a bed you could stay in if you want. Unlocked, of course. But it's at the guard's house.
We've seen worse. We're gonna try and track him down and figure out
Okay.
why.
Well, I want to offer to let you be a little safer if you want it.
We appreciate that. Do you have enough bunks for all of us or just him? We don't
Well,
like
I'd have
splitting
to
up
see
that
how
much.
many cells are open, but I know there's a few.
It'd be awkward.
Who all wants to go to a cell tonight?
I'd really rather not. Are any of the rooms on this inn a little bit harder to shoot bolts through? like like we've established that Jonathan's room and Baden's room were kind of open out into the street. Is say like my room open into like an alley and 3 feet across is the wall to the next building is
It
be hard
does
to fire
open
a
to
bolt
an
through?
alley on the other side. However, there is a building that has a roof like half a floor down. So it's still potential that things could happen.
What if we closed 2 of the windows, left 1 open, slept in 2 of the 3 rooms, and left the doors open and had posted a guard? Just rotated watch. So we have airflow into rooms without.
Think about what kind of options you want to go with. I need to quickly go read to the child, and then we will continue. Just decide your plans, and I'll get what those are right when I get back.
All right, that sounds like a good plan.
Does Hester not have enough spell slots? What was the I don't have enough?
No idea. I forgot. Oh, I did write it down. How many spells she used before.
I'm not in dire need. I can roll a hit dice while we decide what we do. Get to their short rest. I'm down 12 points. I have all my hit die.
I mean, assume we're still maybe taking a long rest.
Yeah, we'll still take a long rest.
Which I'd get half the hit die back, so if I use 2, it wouldn't
Right.
matter.
Just
Just
Unless
if our
we
sleep got
no
interrupted
longer
again.
have feelings of, safety, but
She's got 1 second level and 2 third level spells left for Hestra.
that should be more than enough healing to get Yonovan up.
It's actually a
Yeah.
very good point. I'd rather
Yeah, as I just scroll back up.
should also have a missions
days.
tab. So we can actually not have to search every time we look for stuff.
Yes. That would be amazing.
Um, D8. Come on, let me get 12 out of it. Min half helps with this.
That it does.
Of course, when you roll a 5 and a 1, it only helps so much. So 9. More. 4. Haha, wow. Took 3 hit die to get 12 points. 3d8. Awesome.
Anyway, for lack of a better plan, I'm okay with, with the
Yeah.
suggestion.
Leave an open window with nobody in the room, and then open doors with a guard, so that we have no line of sight outside, but airflow in.
If I remember right, group actually can do rest and keep watch at the same time because of silly treant things.
That's handy.
Yeah, that will be handy.
Uh-huh.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll be right back as well. And back.
So what's our plan for investigation? So far we know that there's been a poster with my name on it
Mm-hmm.
and been attacked. Potentially scared off.
Hopefully scared off. We'll find out soon. Or that's how do we find that out is the question.
We need to go to those rooftops and investigate.
Yep.
So guys may have thrown out a big boom boom. It didn't go boom boom.
You threw a... I say in kind of a hushed tone. You threw a bomb out the window?
Prefer to think of it as a, you know,
What are you thinking?
thinking I was getting hit.
You don't just throw bombs out the window, though.
Didn't just throw a bomb out the window. I tried to, you know, hit the guy that was hitting me. It does kind of make it like an area of blast, so even if I just need to get close, I couldn't see him so well.
But what if you'd missed and hurt somebody? It's a bomb.
Nobody knows what a bomb is.
Out of character, the guards last week did.
Know what explosives are. They don't know what other stuff is.
You know, I was a little
So-
surprised from getting attacked.
So
Yeah,
if you threw a
just
bomb out
weird.
the window, why'd I hear your thunder cannon and not the...
Because it did blow up. So we need to go to the rooftops and see if there's a bomb sitting there that didn't go off. Or, you know, or why it didn't go off. I don't know.
It's a wonderful question why it didn't go off.
That's what I was thinking.
So what are we planning?
The original plan of stay in the only 3 rooms instead of 4. Keep the window open and the doors open for whatever airflow we need. Group,
Okay.
if I remember right, actually can keep watch and get a long rest because of silly treant things.
Silly tree ant.
Okay. I thought he posted a sheet and I'm trying to remember where.
I guess we can go back and look at the actual tree ant stuff.
I remember John saying his character could do that, but
Yeah, I think he can, like, he's still basically sleeping, he's just also
Paying attention while
aware,
sleeping.
I think. I'm trying to remember, I think they use kind of like the Elven meditation for it. It's kind of a template.
yeah.
So,
I'm
okay.
looking for it.
Are you having him do that downstairs or upstairs?
At
I
the
mean,
window.
it's
Looming over Yonovan?
it's
Sitting on
probably
Yonovan's lap?
upstairs. Probably.
I heard you say upstairs.
Player race. Yeah, so we're basically just staying together.
Well, the
Um,
3 rooms, but
Yeah. Alright. Instead of sleeping, you enter an inactive state for 4 hours each day. You do not dream in this state. You are fully aware of your surroundings and notice approaching enemies and other events as normal.
All right.
It's part of the tree-ish.
Yep.
Come on, copy it all. There we go. Be right back.
as far as plans, in the morning, go investigate basically the rooftops, see if you find any clues, and also see why the bomb didn't explode.
Didn't.
Back.
Okay. This is interesting.
What is interesting?
I was trying to pull up a spell, and it's like, it doesn't exist. It's like, it does exist. I know it exists. Okay, let's see. It's only up to a minute.
Are you using a spell on us?
Oh, I was considering it. Because it would help Yonovan hide.
One of those spells.
Yonovan, how do you feel like taking a nap outside of town?
By choice or?
Yeah. Squeaks is actually the one asking you.
I mean, I suppose I don't. Either way. What did you have in mind, Squeaks?
Well, if we go ahead and move a little ways out from town, it would take me, let me see here, 10 minutes, and I could make a secure place for some of us to sleep.
It's an interesting idea.
Um,
And then if we're attacked, we can rotate inside, or I guess.
well, it's a tower. I can make it round or square. It's 2 stories. And,
How many of us can it fit?
well, that's the thing. Each story can only have one sort of a room. And there's a ladder that goes between the levels. But what it does is allow me, I could make 2 bedrooms. Or if, I want to do it tomorrow, No, I can only do the same until we get higher level. When we get more experience and more powerful, I can do, more powerful spells. I'll be able to power it up and do more floors, but for now I can only do 2.
I mean,
So I can
if only because
make,
I want to see this, sure.
I can make a, 2-story tower essentially with 2 bedrooms that some of us can use to stay in.
And how long have you been able to do this?
No one ever asked.
Consider us asking now.
I thought you only did the magic missile thing.
No, I've done some other things. That's just my only attack spell I have.
Which out DPSs the rest of the party. No,
Not
Alex.
necessarily. They're limited.
When we have more time, we're gonna have to talk with you and find out everything you can do exactly. Because that would have been useful, Olio.
Well, it's only 2
Indeed.
floors. Doesn't really work well for the whole group. I mean, kinda
Just to
crowded.
make sure this 2-story building, it's not a mouse-sized building, right? It doesn't go up. It goes above my knees, right?
Well, it can be, but I mean, I think it allows me to make it your size. Since my master used it for that, I think it would work for your size since he was your size.
Just making sure. Covering my bases.
I mean, I could make it be a study or dining or lounge or washroom. An observatory. Or just an
2
empty room.
bedrooms would probably fine at this point. But we can worry about that tomorrow. I'm
Sure.
tired.
I have a feeling that we'll be watched out of the city. I don't think he's gone far.
Me neither.
Right. So did you want to sleep here? Or did you want to go do that? It does take 10 minutes to set up.
That seems like a pretty long time to have to wait.
Well,
10
that's why I was
minutes isn't
being
that
clear
long.
with it.
Yeah, but if you're being watched and they see you starting to cast a spell, they're probably going to attack then. They might give you 1 or 2 minutes to get into it, but then they're going to just probably attack.
Let's just stay here for tonight because it's going to be.
Yeah.
We'd have to scout out a spot in the middle of the night with the guard probably in the vicinity at this point. This is probably safer at the moment than it's ever going to be.
Yep.
That's true. We probably won't attack again here.
That's the one benefit.
But he might follow us out of town.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I want to talk.
I
That's good
appreciate it,
options in the
Squeaks.
future.
I mean, I was
How
gonna
big is
mention
each
it.
room?
It's just a 10 by 10 foot room.
Okay, so we could easily fit 3 people in each room.
Yeah, they're just not furnishings for people to sleep comfortably.
Right. So we'd have to have 3 stories and then have our own bedrolls and stuff.
Which I
Good to know.
can't do 3 stories. I can only do 2.
Right. For future knowledge once you can.
Ah, okay, yes. And it's really easy to cast. I mean, all I need is a little bit of stone or wood or other building material.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, make sure you always keep a little rubble on you.
Always sure to do that. We'll just have Yanovan toss a bomb and it'll be good to go.
That feels like a personal attack at this point.
No. Because Squeak's not aware of that transpiring. It's more a statement of a joke because it's so hard to find stone or wood where we've been. Hey, group, can I trim your hair?
That's true.
I am group.
That's a yes.
Hey, look, there's a stone
No,
over
that's a
there.
why.
And it, like, the description actually literally says a fragment of...
Whatever material. Yeah.
So,
I
I
understand.
mean, it consumes it in the spell, but
It's
okay.
readily available. Yeah.
If you're interested, I can list off the other spells. Otherwise, we can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
That can be an after session thing.
Sure. So, the rest of the night goes uneventful.
That's always
And
nice.
you wake the next morning. Ah.
I'm doing that in real life. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah. What it did is to restore all your hit points and all your spell slots.
It's nice to get everything
Reset.
back and restocked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how do we want to go try and find them?
If you think you pin them down, let me know, and I can potentially find some more information out, even if they don't want to tell us.
I mean, I can try to get them to tell the truth at least,
Yes,
but
but
who knows how well that'll work.
I can try to read their thoughts.
Okay. That's a good duo for us. They think the lie, but they can't say it.
Precisely. However, it is possible to have it obstructed by
Mm-hmm.
barriers. So if we're in the same room, though, and talking to him, then
Of
it's not,
course.
unless he has some sort of enchantment that prevents it.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Alright, so to the roof to try and find and track them down. See what happened to the boom boom. Or didn't happen to the boom boom.
All right. So you all exit and go to the alley. And Donovan, to your surprise, a bit of something that looks familiar because it looks partially like the object that you thought was your bomb, has a lot of rotten fruits and stuff on the inside to make it look like it probably would have weighed the same as your bomb. But it certainly does not smell like your bomb. It smells much more decayed.
This
Well,
is
that
the
explains
stuff you
something.
put in your bombs?
Well, that explains why it doesn't work.
Yeah. I check my bags and see what else is missing.
And that's when you find... What was the other thing missing? Do you remember?
God.
The prototype.
Yeah, a new prototype for the mini crossbow.
Yeah. So your mini crossbow and bomb have been acquired.
Oh boy. We need to watch ourselves more carefully in that part of town.
And
I
I will
mean,
say, out of game context, I rolled each time to see who got hit, and I'm sorry that the dice picked you. It literally was random both times.
I mean, I figured it was because the assassin was for me, for my paper.
Reasonable, but it was actually that you're in that part of town. So one's going in and one's going out. If I rolled decent,
Oh, the pickpocket.
then
Yeah.
there'd be a
Okay.
pickpocket, and so the two pickpocketing was from random rolls that came up to be you. The assassin was you because you're you.
Fair enough. That's funny.
For story reasons that some of us as players know, but our characters don't. Except Yanovan, of course.
Of course.
Donovan, how much have you told them on your backstory of that? Because I thought it
It's
had
been a
come
while
up
since I
once.
told them.
At best, you've told us that you don't want to go home because something you made didn't work as well as the buyers had liked, or something like that.
Yeah, but I was pretty sure with the whole thing with Kitty that came up, that Cleoc was aware of it. So Cleoc and Donovan might be the only two who's aware, but I was pretty sure Cleoc was aware of the background stuff. I don't know if Saradin would be, but I know
Over
the other
campfire,
characters would.
I mentioned that there was a bounty on my head. That when everyone else got a bounty, I was like, that's small.
And that would just be Cleoc then in the group that would be aware of that.
That's true.
So
I
Cleoc,
actually don't remember this, so.
that's all right. You are aware though that
Like when you mentioned that there's a bounty put on your head, it's just like, that's cute. Like that's nothing. Mine was like 5 to 10 times larger.
yeah, it was back before you guys bought your ship and released people from the prisons. It was actually right before Nurasil and Saradin joined the group. So, yeah.
Yay, yay.
Well,
Long
it's been
time
a
ago.
while. Yeah. So you find a bunch of rotting material.
Oh boy.
So this is not a bomb.
This doesn't look like our last one, Yanovan. You sure you made this right this time?
Felt a little odd when I threw it. It looks like my bomb. Doesn't feel like it.
I wonder why.
You do notice a few pieces of the clay shingles on the ground as well.
Can we try and follow those broken clay shingles?
It's not a path. It's more that apparently some of the shingles were damaged, and so when the rotten object slapped them, it knocked some of them down.
Okay.
Which
So could we get onto the
which
roof?
means that they were, yeah, which means that they would have been weakened because by default that shouldn't have been enough to break them.
Right.
But walking on the roof would potentially damage them, especially if you're moving fast.
Right.
It's a sloped roof, so there is potential to get up near there, but you'd need to acquire a ladder or another means of seeing there.
Or
Like, flight.
or the one person who can fly will go up there and take a look.
That's
That
kind of
sounds
what
like
I
a
was
wonderful idea.
trying to gesture towards to give you a thought. So you're able to fly up, Cleoc, and you see there's a number of spots where there's some cracks, as though a person or two had moved across. One of the monasteries that you visited with your mentors actually had a roof similar, and you got to help with some of the repairs. It wasn't your fondest memories because they also had some of the other acolytes working on it, and they were very fragile, so you got very tired having to fly up loads of replacement tiles for them. But you do know that...
I was kind of hoping to never have to see any of these again.
Oh. Why is that?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's not important. Anyway, there's certainly been signs that somebody's been up here, but actually, do I see anything else?
Yeah, it's particularly noticeable on the edge, where it looks like someone exerted additional force to move off the edge of the roof. And looking to the building next to it, you do notice there's an impact spot with additional broken pieces.
I mean, there's certainly signs that there was somebody up here recently, but it's unlikely we'll be able to track it.
It's unfortunate.
You do notice that after that roof, it looks like the jumping on the roof stops, and they must have gone down. Because you see a
Interesting.
chip at the edge of the roof as they went off and down.
It looks like whomever or whatever was up here jumped from this building to the other building, but then likely got off of it soon after.
Interesting.
Also, hi group. Glad you can make it.
Thank you.
The 15-second recap is we rolled to basically see how to retcon the session since the item was pickpocketed. One, did we find... did
Was
Jonathan
more
find
bombs created in our trip backwards because I was making other materials, and so
Makes
no
sense.
materials were not found for making more bombs. And the other thing was, what did they replace the bomb with? And so did I throw a dummy or did they replace something? And I threw a rotten fruit at the roof.
Huh.
Yeah, his bomb was swapped with a similar looking, slight, thin wooden vessel that had rotten matter in it to make it of equal weight. So he threw it and heard a nice...
So
I'm guessing
instead,
then that I did not hear an explosion, so group did not go to
No,
investigate.
you did. You did.
well,
just
you heard the
it.
thunder cannon go off, but it went off
Okay.
through the air.
So
So
there was no giant hole in the ground.
So no civilians were harmed in the making of this D&D session.
Indeed.
Nice.
The guards showed up, they questioned us, but needless to say, we were more apt to tell the truth this time.
They
Well,
actually
yeah, the
showed up as
truth
Jonathan
was
was
simple.
stumbling down the stairs with 2 bolts in him, so...
In which
got-
the guard said, it's like, well, if you feel safer, we could take you to the jail. We'd leave it unlocked, of course. We politely declined. And
I've had a bad experience with jails.
It was the only secure place the guy could think of offhand that he could ensure.
We're not in
that
Mulberry, guys.
You sure? You might be.
so anyway, we took our long rest to take the benefits of the long rest, and we are now investigating one, what Jonathan threw, which we found out was rotten fruit, and checking out the top of the building.
So I also found out that the prototype is missing for your mini crossbow. So I went and checked my bags afterwards.
That being said, seeing that Jonathan has been pickpocketed, I would like to check my belongings as well. I'd suggest that we all double check and make sure that nothing else is missing.
Sounds like a good idea.
Nothing's missing.
I also figured that I had gotten pickpocketed because I failed the perception checks that everyone else passed.
Well, you know, things do happen. So, where would you gentlemen like to take it from here?
That is a wonderful question. Do we have any idea where we might be able to go? I'm out of ideas at this moment.
Well, so we still have the necklaces.
Right.
We now have 2 crossbow bolts. Unless the guards took one of them, but we have a crossbow bolt.
There's actually 4 or 5 bolts. 2 are just in Yana.
2 were in Yanov. No.
That's fair. I don't know how easy it would be to
Well, I was gonna say, I still
locate
think
the
there was.
source.
I still think there was something, one more place that was listed we could check that we didn't, but don't ask me what it was. Is there like a weapon shop or blacksmith we could take the weapons to, maybe?
We could theoretically go to the guardhouse and see if they know anything about the necklaces and or the crossbow bolts. But have we actually talked to the guards about the necklaces before? I can't
Not
remember.
yet.
No.
Do y'all
We
want to
might as well
go
go do it.
talk to him about all that?
I think we've been
Yeah.
around. I think we've been around town enough to know that, or I'm at least of the opinion that the Shadow Empress at least doesn't have full
Everyone under
control
her
of the
thumb.
town yet.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be fair to actually, take it up with the guards and see what they know.
Mm-hmm. That seems fair to me.
Okay, so you're going to
Alright.
go to the guards and talk to them about it?
Yeah, let's check out.
Yeah.
Let's check with the guards.
Okay. So you make it to the guard headquarters. Basically, it's kind of a courthouse, prison, barracks area. You're able to go into kind of the main area, to which there's a individual there who, like, welcome. What can I do for you?
Hello. We were attacked yesterday by some people with this black rose gold necklace, and we're trying to figure out what group they are with, and where to find them or pursue our attackers and why we were attacked. And so we're just trying to figure that out. Do you have any idea where these came from?
No, that definitely is not one of the makers that I know of here in town.
Insight check.
What's your insight check?
Mine's not good. So I'm not rolling.
I don't believe him. Let me. You die. It's 14.
No. He seems like he could be being deceitful to you. He certainly does, but you don't know. Maybe he's telling the
Interesting.
truth. Maybe he doesn't care. It's really puzzling.
Apathy in the Empire. Shameful.
So,
Do you know of any investigators or anything that might know about this? Or is anyone else we can inquire with within the department?
I can take down a description and pass it on to the investigators, see if it comes up as anything they're working on.
Okay.
We have someone you can lodge a complaint with if you want, or if you want to petition for a investigation onto the ordeal.
What about these bolts?
They're
Pull out one of them.
exotic bolts. What about them?
Exotic. Are they sold at any shops in town, or have you seen them ever before?
Have not. Their make is not
Attacked
from
with them.
town, as far as I know.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you could check with the weaponsmiths in town, see if any of them know, or for your other item there, if you want to check with any of the jewelry smiths and stuff, go for it. I'm not familiar with them.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Certainly.
Anyone
Did
else
you
have
want
any
to
other?
lodge a
Can we leave
formal
one bolt with
complaint
him
or
and one
request,
of the
or
necklaces with him for an investigation, for an investigator to see?
Sure. I'll mark one off my list. I'm glad I bought some extras.
Okay. So yeah, he takes it and jots down a note and puts
Thank you
them
for your
with it.
time.
We'll investigate on our own, but in case one of your investigators has a similar incident that he knows of, be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. I'll pass it on to the investigators and see if any of them have any interest in contacting you.
Alrighty, we'll check back later this week.
I take it you told them your guys were like the Seekers or something to identify
Yes.
yourselves by. Okay.
Sure.
That's an assumption on my part, but I figured you'd leave some sort of identifier with him as to who you are.
We're the Seekers, we're staying at that inn, and we'll check
Right.
back later this week.
Okay. He's like, all right, I got that. Is there anything else you guys need?
Oh, what was the person we were escorting? Who was that?
Oh, sure, we give the name that she went by. They'll let us into the trap.
Yeah, are you talking about the lady you escorted here?
Yeah. Do we want to mention that?
Let's see here. It was...
I don't see why not. She turned out to be a kidnapper.
trying to find her name. Nisang. Nisag. It's up to you guys if you want to provide that or not.
I say we do.
I don't know.
Oh.
This investigation stuff's not my strong suit. I don't know where to go with it.
I don't think it'd hurt to mention it. At least we'd get reaction off the guy, maybe. Anyone else?
Apathetic.
It seems that the sun hasn't gotten quite as much of a hold over the city as we'd thought.
Maybe that's why they needed us.
That's true.
Have you considered trying to find a local church? Are there druids in these parts? Are there some sort of, is this a religious battle? It doesn't seem to be very martial.
We know that she's supposedly, trying to mind control the people.
Mm-hmm. Which mind control and a title like, Shadow tends to be very upfront and direct with things.
Mm-hmm.
That is very true.
Hmm.
We suck at investigation missions.
Yep.
Where I thought we were being led didn't turn out to be anything, so now I'm kind of lost.
All right.
Let's hear your thoughts there, group.
We gotta wait around, right?
Yep. You have 4+ days till your ship's ready.
So this is a shadowy person. Why don't we operate in the open and tell the police we're searching for her and stuff?
I kind of like that idea.
Sure.
We actually haven't mentioned our mission, so that's actually really smart.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have an idea.
And they probably wouldn't mind help
it's so
searching for a
simple.
Shadow Empress.
It's so
So-
simple. Why didn't we think of that?
Not the great.
Keep in mind, there is a few different outcomes that can come from that sort of a thing. The cops are corrupt, and they start going after you. Some of them are corrupt, and so there's a schism within their ranks. The information is there, and so they try to help you, and yet the Shadow Empress sends assassins after you, or a number of variants somewhere within all that. So, good and bad can both potentially come from it. But yes, that is
I don't-
definitely an option.
But it's progress.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think at this point we need to just take risks to get something to happen. No.
I think it probably is a good idea to go ahead and mention the original reason we're in the town.
The other thing to mention is that the guy you just spoke with did say you could check with those skilled men in town who would actually be able to do the work you're asking about. So that is an avenue you have not went for either.
That seems like an option.
Yeah.
I'd rather ask about our current mission because that seems like it seems a
Well,
little
that
bit
actually
of
has 2 missions that I stated. You can go after Yanovin's mission, or you could go after the Shadow Empress mission, both with what I said, depending on who you were seeking.
I think Yanovin's mission's going to find us easily enough.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Well, I actually think maybe we should keep asking about the source of these symbols they have.
Yeah, that seems good to me.
Because we asked the police and they didn't know.
I think we should actually be a little bit more upfront with the police and say, and
Mhm.
basically
Yeah, you
go
should.
ahead and say the original reason we're in the town.
Yeah, that seems smart.
And about the woman we delivered here?
Yes.
Sure.
Group's okay with that. All or nothing. No more
All
hiding.
or nothing.
So you're going to tell them about the person you delivered as well as the ambush when you delivered her and the person you're seeking? I want to make sure I understand exactly what all you're saying you're doing.
Let's. I say let's do that on more of a tiered approach.
Yeah.
I think
Huh?
our first statement should be the reason we're in town, which is, or one of the reasons we're in town is that a job was posted in, what was it, Garganov? I think it was
believe that's what
Garganov.
it was.
Correct.
Yeah.
A job was posted in Garganov about somebody was concerned about the state of the town
Right.
and the potential that it was being potentially taken over, and then see what and get a response. Depending on what the response is, then we can provide more information as we were ambushed and by those we think by those same individuals, and they had this marking or this and some of
Okay.
them.
So is there
Clear.
particular things you're trying to not mention?
Guys?
I have.
I don't know. The one thing we don't know is that
I think let's not mention the fact that the person we came with ran away from us when we got ambushed.
I would also like a clarification on something. When I did an inside check, you seem to be giving the "you can't really tell" answer. That seems deceitful, or just maybe apathetic, or might be truthful. Was that the "just can't get a read"?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were just being more flavorful. Just making sure.
No, that was the you can't get a read.
so. What I don't know is if we should mention we were given a name of somebody that we've actually taken the disguise of. Do we mention him by name?
The guards did know him. That is true. I do not know about that one.
It is an important question.
Mm-hmm.
So you do want
Because
to tell.
I'm sure they've got another open investigation on like all of that at the moment. Like, hey, there was a disturbance at this guy's house.
You know.
I mean, saying we were ambushed when we got here is going to lead into that because they're going to ask questions. So yes, we probably need to mention him by name. And
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I like the idea of telling them everything because I just know if we hold something back, it's going to come back and bite us in the rear end.
remember, if we lie to the police, then that's like lying to the prince, and that's
Yeah.
punishable by. Oh wait, we don't know that.
Not anymore, we don't.
um. Anyway,
You know, I never rolled an insight check on that. Might have just been them bluffing.
You didn't. And you will never know.
I'm going to tend to believe that. But anyway,
Understandably so.
Right.
so all right, let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go over our the reason why we're here, or one of the reasons why we're here, and see where the conversation leads.
Sure.
And if I need to be spokesperson on that, I can, but I really don't want to, because I don't want to make any sort of performance or deception or any sort of check that I may do based on what I say. Because I'm
But
not
it's
very good at it.
useful.
But if no one's going to speak up, I'll go ahead and speak up. So
Yeah, I'm not
one
a
other
good speaker.
so one other thing. We mentioned that we were attacked when we entered town. So in the town of Garganov, in the sphere of Garganov, I don't know. I hope you know what I'm talking about.
The whole sphere is Garganoth, but there is a city
Yeah.
of Garganoth as well.
So Garganoth,
It's the
Garganoth.
major city of the sphere.
So we come from off-world, and we take various jobs. And in the city of Garganov, in the sphere of Garganov, there was a job posted mentioning that the how to say, the client mentioned that they believed that this town, which I don't remember the name of, where's my notes? But this town was potentially in danger from somebody mentioned the Shadow Empress. Does any of this?
The town you're in is Asan, A-S-A-N. The city you got the mission from was Garganoth. And you did get a mission for the Shadow Empress.
Yes. All that is true so
Or, no,
far.
no. The town is Kafford. The person you're trying to get is Asan, sorry.
Right.
And, yeah.
Asan is the Shadow Empress?
Asan is the Shadow
Yes.
Empress. Kafford is the town.
It's so hard to keep these things straight sometimes.
Yeah.
So
we're looking for a son.
our client mentioned the name. Do I want to mention the name? I don't want to mention Asan just yet. I basically say that our client had concerns that somebody calling themselves the Shadow Empress was attempting to take over the town, and we told them we would investigate.
Interesting. I don't know of anyone shadowy trying to take over here that I'm aware of. As far as I know, the prince rules here.
Since we're off-world, may we ask the prince's name?
Everyone just refers to him as the prince. If you speak to him, that's what you'd use. He was appointed to the position after his father died. It was, what, 50 years ago that his father died, and he was like, what, 18 at the time?
I see. Thank you.
There's currently a debate how much longer he will be, and if his son will take over after him, or if the heads of the council will think that maybe some other family should be ruling.
Thank you for letting us know about all that.
Certainly.
It is always nice to be aware of what is going on.
There's a prince, but he's elected?
Yeah, we're confused too, don't worry.
There is no king among the plants.
So, so we suspect that the symbol of the Black Rose is affiliated with the Shadow Empress, and they attacked us upon coming into town, as we believe we were led here as part of a trap.
Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it. I can check with the, like I said, I'll pass it on to the investigator, see if any of them heard of it, but I don't know of any Shadow Empress or Black Roses. I mean, we're on the edge of the, desert of fire. We really don't have roses grow here, so it's kind of an odd
Our client mentioned that someone of interest in this particular mission was a person named Asan. Do you know of this person?
I'm trying to think if I've ever heard that name. I may have, but I'm not familiar with who it is. I'm trying to remember where I thought I heard that name, but it's... I'd have to check the records, but I thought I had heard it once, but I don't remember who or where I heard it.
We'd definitely appreciate if you could check the records. That would be quite
Sure.
helpful to us.
It'll take a while, so I'll have to wait till someone else comes up to take over the post here, and I'll be able to go take a look.
I think we can wait. We'd definitely appreciate that.
We'll
Anything
certainly
else?
be in town for a few days, so.
Exactly.
Very good. If there's anything else, let me know.
Will do.
Anything else you guys want to do? Will you wait for him to get back to you?
I got nothing.
Blacksmith?
Yeah, blacksmith.
Sure. I'm going to go get a drink real quick while we go walk to the blacksmith,
Sure.
I guess.
And
But I'll be right
just
back.
clarify, what is it you're seeking? Because a blacksmith deals with a certain type of items where it may or may not be what you're looking for.
We are searching for a blacksmith who would have like a fine blacksmith that knows what they're doing with
So,
artistic thing.
Wow.
more
So
so,
once again, assistant.
so more an artisan, a jeweler, or a
Yeah.
maker like that. Okay.
Yes.
Roll your investigation.
All right.
2 you can roll, or 1
Rolling.
can roll at advantage.
And who's got good investigation?
I do. Someone want to help me?
Not particularly.
I rolled.
All right. My first roll is nicely a natural 15, so 25 investigation.
Nice. You were able to find a number of locations that are potentially line up with that.
Okay.
So you have a number of them you can speak to. You want to just go top to bottom and ask them all the same thing, or what are you seeking?
Yeah, it seems like a good idea. I don't really have anything beyond that.
Okay. What exactly are you going to say or inquire of them?
I'll show them the rose and ask if they have made any of those, if they know where it's from, or who it's associated with.
So after a bit of asking, you get to this older gentle. And he is braided hair. It's brownish, but it's graying,
Mhm.
and he has like ambered eyes. And he looks at the amulet and is inspecting it. Where did you say you found these and got them?
Oh, we found a couple in the lower town. We also found some on some people that attacked us randomly. It was rather a surprise.
Interesting.
Indeed, it was. Getting attacked is not a standard
You
event.
hear a low growl from behind the counter as well, and he like reaches down and calms whatever made the noise. He's like, yeah, Alan agrees that it's not very nice. It's definitely has some magic, subtle, weaved into it, very subtly. More of a After Effects sort of thing.
Really?
I'm trying to think of who I know who might do such poor work. Let me see. No, he wouldn't. I believe Amkrim recently brought someone in to do some work
Who's
like
that?
that. Uh, Amkrim, he's one of the nobility of one of the merchant groups here in town.
Okay. So he brought someone in to do light after work, after magic work.
I heard tale that he brought in his own personal jeweler or something to make his own uh, seals, which, kind of made the Jewelers Guild here not very happy with him.
Oh, yeah, I can understand that. Can understand where that might be coming from and the irritation.
I'm back, by the way.
This is all over my head.
So we did find someone, a no member of nobility that contracted out some after magic work at the the guild didn't appreciate. That sounds like a good lead to go try and track down.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where this person might be? Or work at, etc.?
And there's the name. You
Thank
obviously aren't from here.
That is correct. Thank
He's
you for
one
noticing.
of the heads of the merchant groups that usually spends their days in the prince's palace petitioning and trying to get their own agenda.
Okay. So in other words, we're not likely to talk to him then.
Yeah, you may not. Depends if he deems you worthy or not.
Okay. Seems worthwhile to at least try.
If you want to try to petition, you could also try to speak with one of the other guild leaders.
Okay, that seems like a wise thing to do. Do you have any suggestions or do you know where they are that we can go petition them? Can we have
There's
directions?
a large host of them. The one I'm most familiar with is Alun Kim, who is the head of the group, the guild that I'm part of.
Okay. Is that the same guy that brought in the new person or the outside person?
No,
Okay. Okay, so we want to figure out why that person let someone in.
that is the name of the guy he mentioned. It's the head of the
Oh,
guild that he is part of.
I see why I didn't notice a difference in name.
And with the many years that Alun Kim has been working at it, he's actually he's kind of the unofficial head of a few different groups. He kind of heads off the jewelers
Okay.
and enchanters, as well as the some of the artists. So statues and paintings.
Okay. So he's the unofficial lead of multiple groups then. Gotcha.
Okay, my character
Well,
is not
he's
smart enough to make this statement, but that'd be a great person to take possession over, wouldn't it?
Yes,
he's
that's
officially
true.
over the jewelers and the arts. They kind of made our guilds kind of merged a while back into one. But he's highly revered by the enchantment individual leader as well, and so he is pulled in to assist them at times as well, since he's been around longer.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm at a loss now. Who else wants to talk?
Emrakim is more a guild master over imports of some luxury items.
Okay.
All right.
That is interesting to say the least.
Indeed. Trying to wrap my head around some of that now.
Yeah. It's not working so far for me.
It sounds like this is the guy we gotta find some way to talk to. right?
This is a
Yep.
frickin' aristocratic society.
Yes, yes it is.
Okay. Well,
None of us have actually been in an aristocratic society, so it's a little bit hard to put our brains there.
yes. Yes, it is.
Have any of you read up on the adventures that were made for Schult?
No.
No.
Nope.
What's a Schult?
Schult is a peninsula. There's this big module that Wizards of the Coast came out called Tomb of Annihilation.
Okay.
It takes place there.
I've heard of this module, but have done nothing with it.
That sounds
This
like a
place
lot of
has
work.
some similarities to that main city that is used there.
I was gonna say, in character, I've probably worked for aristocrats before, but out of character, I'd have no idea what to do either.
You are a GIF, therefore
Was-
you would not be familiar with the location.
I was a mercenary. No, not location, I mean just general dealing with them.
Oh,
But,
as aristocrats?
yeah.
Dealing with them in the sense of getting a job from them and doing it, yes. Dealing with them in the sense of all their cloak and dagger business, probably not so much.
Yeah.
GIF aren't known for their skills in that sort of diplomacy. They're a lot more fifth element diplomacy. Send someone in to negotiate business.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
So
they're great. You know,
Bankers! Okay. So we still have time to kill. We gotta wait for that police guy to check his records.
Yep.
We found... what? We found a person
And-
is a likely... I don't know. Head of things. That sounds interesting.
Oh, I know. Let's put Yonovan in the middle of town and hang a sign on him that says, "Shoot me with crossbow," and see if we find his assassin. That was
Do
out of
you
character, by the
approve,
way.
Yonovan?
No.
huh. Come to
Sorry, I
think of
don't know
it.
the clone spell.
No, but wait, doesn't someone have something to disguise as other people?
Not here.
Not here.
I have disguise self.
Okay.
Oh, well, you
There you
can't
go.
use it on someone else then. Okay.
Nope. And I can only look a foot shorter than I am, so I can't look like him.
Uh,
Yonovan,
Yes.
a black kobold taps you.
Yes, ugly. I mean, yes.
I have information for you. You have more loots.
Did you like the previous loots, or did you want something new and special?
You gave him the crystal to the kobolds.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, new things always fun. What
Does
you
he
got interesting?
does he still have all of his fingers?
Yep.
So
Just
he
checking.
hasn't used
This
the.
is a young one.
This is a different kobold than the last one.
I will hand him one of the darts that is from Off-World.
Poison dart.
Poison dart from Off-World. This material, this metal, this wood is not from around here. This is unique.
From what I hear in Assassin's Guild, it is. a wood that is rare, but it is cold iron.
It is what?
Cold iron. Apparently, it is used for some extraplanar creatures, or something they said. I don't know. It's exotic, yes, but there's not much of it. There's just one bolt.
Right, all right.
If you could make a tree of the bolt wood, that might be something.
This is
But I
true.
don't have that
This
skill.
coat, this bolt is special. That has been coated with dwarven blood.
He looks at you, pulls out a vial. More blood! Like you see this reddish liquid slosh in it as he hands you the vial.
No, never mind.
That's a good response, though.
I just give him two. Give him 3 gold.
Okay, it's a start. I hear news about your black rose you speak of. Yes. I know some groups have some dealings with the black rose.
Interesting.
Yes, you
And?
want info.
Do you
Looks
have
at
more
the
than
3
that for
gold.
more?
Looks at the 3 gold, like expecting.
I get out
giving you some.
another. I get out another blue crystal. Since this is a different kobold than last time.
Oh, very nice. I hear those are nice. Yes.
Yep.
So,
Just
yes.
I don't know
hear
if your other companions have played with it yet. Don't hit it directly with a hammer. You gotta grind it nice and carefully, otherwise it'll go boom. But that's the point.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Don't lose fingers.
He pulls out a bag with like 4 goblin fingers. Fingers?
What state of decomposition are they in?
Oh my gosh.
That was
Varying
unexpected to say the
states.
least. Good to know.
I find things.
How did you find these things? Is my question.
The fingers?
On second thought, don't tell me.
You want to
Don't
know?
be culpable.
Exactly. Don't want to know. Not paying for that information.
Okay. So, I hear Thieves Guild in town. We work with the lady to smuggle things. You say
Someone else
lady
wanted-
is symbol of rose, so I'd say lady, and so they work with black rose peoples. I also
Okay.
hear things about Assassin Guild. He like holds his hand out, like, can I get any more?
I get put another 2 blue crystals in since I have. We've created quite a bit of them on our journey back.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He pockets it. I hear Assassin Guild also help Lady and Lady Group, and Lady Group also have competitor in town for assassins that is hunting Dwarfman.
Yep, that bolt was used by him.
I hear Ratman is seeking Dwarfman.
Interesting.
It's news to us.
I mean, not perhaps that.
So that is what I find so far. Good info? Yes?
Very good info.
Yes.
I give him an extra gold just for the heck of it.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. And he heads out.
So the assassins are hunting you.
But not the same assassins that are working for the Shadow Empress.
Evidently so.
If Group could sit down, he would. This confusing.
I sit down next to group.
This is confusing.
Where are Ratmen?
Yeah, that's a good
Sewers?
question. Probably.
Mm,
Ratmen are at the Skitter Gate.
Yes.
sewers. Not too bad. Just like any tunnel.
No. Sewers are stinky and have rats and are nasty. And sometimes worse
Well.
things.
So, why don't we try and kill two birds? Well, not two birds.
That's a bird.
This is a strange phrase you have for a bird.
So let's. So how about this for a long shot? We just heard that there's two rival assassins guilds.
That's true.
You heard there is Assassin's Guild who is getting paid two directions.
Okay.
Thanks for the clarification.
The same Assassin's Guild has two jobs, one working for the Shadow Empress and one the assassination of a certain dwarf.
Basically, they allowed another guild to operate within the city and are permitting them to do so, but are also working with the other side in some capacity.
They're not really. They may be rivals, but they're not impolite rivals at the moment.
They're in the same business.
Killing a dwarf.
Basically, as long as the job of the one guild doesn't interfere with the job of the other guild, that they're permitted to be within the city.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Oh! We hire the Ratmen to kill the Shadow Empress.
Seems like a conflict.
How big's your bounty again, Yonovan? Because we'd probably have to triple it.
You never know.
Do you
It's
really
an
want to know how
option.
big it is?
I don't.
Not really, but anyway,
'Cause I don't necessarily like telling that around. We have ears listening for us. I don't want them to know.
Sodon is curious but willing to respect your discretion.
I couldn't read the numbers on the pamphlet, trying to cover myself.
Your eyes couldn't stretch that far?
So you remember how big yours is?
What was it, like 10 gold or something? It's pretty small. That was also like a year ago.
So you're saying it probably could have gone up since then.
I believe it was
Dang.
25 ahead.
Yeah.
That is pretty small.
Whether it's gone up depends on how much of a pain in the butt we've been to the flesh dealers.
So not much so far.
So if it's gone up, it hasn't gone up. It probably hasn't gone up very much.
Okay.
I assume it's the flesh dealers that put the bounty out on us. But
That's an assumption that you all made, yes.
it could have also been that whatever that noble's name was. It's like, hey, you signed the contract? It's like, we came for info. We're not signed the contract. Well,
You were actually
let's.
you were actually told who it was. The bounty was put there by. When you took a job to protect someone, he told you.
Ah, yes. That was a long time ago. I
In
don't
a
know if I
galaxy
wrote
far
that
away.
down. It was a galaxy far, far away.
I went and checked my email for what I sent originally. I whisper into Cleox's ear. 500 platinum.
Cleoc attempts to not give a reaction, but anyone paying attention probably saw
Everyone sees
Saw
Cleoc
something.
pick his jaw up off the drawer, his jaw up off the floor, and supposedly not reacting.
Hmm.
That's why I threw a bomb back.
This isn't One Piece. Anyone have any idea what I'm referring to?
Nope.
Yeah, I know that song stuck in my head. Yeah.
I'll explain it after the session.
Okay.
What I'm referring to. Anyway, what were we doing? We got info.
Yeah,
You got
we got
info.
info.
We got good info.
Here's the thing about assassins. They're kind of hard to find.
Yeah, because they kill the people that find them.
I have a I have an idea. Does anyone
What
have
is this idea?
disguise self?
I do.
You're in my room with me. He might have seen you since you were looking out.
That's true.
It might be useful for you to disguise yourself and then follow me around as I wander out through the city at night. And then have our friends following you.
So disguise myself as someone else.
Yep, so you're not someone he's seen. And you
Okay.
keep an eye on me for when he attacks. And just use me as bait.
That's not a bad idea.
I like that idea. That seems productive.
I'm gonna have to rely on others, depending on how well lit the area is. I'm gonna have to rely on others to lead me because my little flashlight thing, my little ball of light, probably would not be prudent to have
Yeah, that's true.
lit.
As you've left the jeweler shop, you see a certain officer you recently spoke to, and he approaches you and says, yeah, I don't know much help I can give you. I found out some information. Apparently, Hassan is in work with Dorosu and potentially some of the other guild representatives. I saw her registered as Dorosu's confidant or a consort of some sort.
Okay.
And just to make sure Dorosu was the guy whose house
Yes.
we were invited to.
So you kind
Yes.
of want to stay out of this for your own safety then too.
But before you say that, the guy was like, and I need to get going, because, yeah, that sounds like something I need to not be part of, so I'll see you guys.
Thank you for letting us know, even
Thank
though
you
you
for the heads up.
potentially endangered yourself. We do appreciate that. And we won't give him money because that would probably be bad for him.
Actually, it might look good if he gets seen taking a bribe.
That's true. Should we? Should we not?
No,
Okay.
you wandered off.
He might arrest us if we give him one.
That's true.
Out of character. Shout out. Good luck stopping the Shadow Emperor's son.
That's just mean.
Next day, an investigation for someone murdered.
Alright.
A
That would be
dwarf was
fun.
seen exiting the
Now,
premises that looks
now we use
strikingly
him
like
as
Yanovan.
bait. No, no, disguise self. It works both ways. I've been framed.
So we will pick up there next week.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds like everyone needs a chance to, you know, absorb what's
Sleep.
happened.
Yeah.
So
That's
any
good.
last questions or anything before we do so?
No.
I think we got a plan for next week. Wander around and act.
Okay, so what we do is we convince the Shadow Empress of the assassins after them.
Maybe.
We kill the assassin. I disguise self as them.
No, I was just joking about turning them against each other, but we don't actually know who the assassin is, so we can't exactly do that, and we don't know who the
So-
Shadow Empress is.
Yeah, you know, there's that.
So I mentioned One Piece. One Piece is basically a manga
Yeah, let me
and has
stop
an
the
anime
recording
with
for
it.
you.
Oh, sorry.
That's good. Just want to make sure there's final questions were gotten before we ended. So.